Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Hey there, Linda Peterson. Latest days ahead. Rochelle, Rebecca, good to see y'all coming in early. Early. Rochelle, it's tough seeing them babies grow up, isn't it? I see all your pictures on the Facebook, and my goodness, I tell you what, they uh, go back a few years, and a few years goes by quick, don't it? I was talking to my oldest son. Y'all, I gotta get rid of this hat. Y'all don't mind my hair. It's just it's what it is. Okay, I'm sorry. uh, yeah, you wanted a good seat. Why they let babies go to high school? That's right. That's right. Hey, Teresa, it's good to see you, Teresa. I hope everything is well. Um, I was talking to Hayden, my oldest son, and I said I want to get out there at my dad's. He's got just a little plot of land, and but it's surrounded by a lot of woods. And I said I'm going to try and fix it up, plant some trees and things out there that the deer like, so that uh, in 10 years, they'll be able to go out there or have some, the trees will be some of them anyway will be up and doing good. Maybe get the habitat good for them. And I told him, I said, in 10 years, your baby boy's gonna be 15 years old. And he just kind of looked at me. He was like, "Oh no, it goes by quick, don't it?" I understand exactly what you're saying, Rochelle. I really do. Hey, Peter, good to see you. Good, appreciate you coming in. Tiffany, always good to see Tiffany. She is the grand prize winner, I think, over there. Leanne and Jesse had their live yesterday. Ninth grade. She's a spitting image, beautiful and full of life. That's right, Jesse. That's right. Cheer up. Cheer old Rochelle up. I understand. Well, I don't understand because I'm a guy. But these mamas, there's something about it when their babies grow up and meet all these different milestones and stuff. And it's just what it is. It's just what it is. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. The big news, I guess it's for us down here in the South anyway. One of the big things is that they got this hurricane coming up through the Gulf. Looks like it's going to hit Florida right in the old elbow. I mean to tell you, it looks like it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Kind of got me worried about my Florida friends and even my Georgia friends, and which I don't know a whole lot of them, but I know Zany May. Zany May's over there fairly close. Probably going to get her. Deborah Rasugnolo, she probably get hit, and Travis from Lazy Dog Farm. Andrea digging for help. They all right there, I think, right in the path of it. I think they are. I think they are. Hey, TJC in NLA. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming. Joanna. Okay. I guess I'm saying that right. Joanna. If I'm not, just let me know, and I'll try and get it right. Good morning, old Thunderstick. Good to see you. You slipped in and got right past me. I'm going back up, looking at some of these comments. Hey, Paul. Good to see you. Driving and listening. That's why you love homeschooling. Tiffany, we homeschooled ours off and on through the years. When we first started, Blenda was pretty adamant about homeschooling. I never even heard of homeschool. I didn't know what a homeschool was. I didn't even know you could do something like that. But she grew up and she was homeschooled. Partly. She went to school and she graduated from a high school up there in Eagleville. So if anybody from Tennessee knows where Eagleville is, it's actually grown a lot since she's been up there. But she homeschooled, so she just was adamant about ours homeschooling. I said, I don't care. I don't care as long as they learn. I done went to school. You know, I done got my education. I know my math and Englishes. Y'all can tell that. I mean, just straight out, can't you? And anyway, so she did, and it wasn't too bad. And then we moved to Louisiana, and the kids started getting up a little bit, getting, you know, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, something like that. I can't remember now, but anyway, my son, he loved sports. I mean, he played t-ball since he was old enough to hold a ball, and he was good at it. Hayden was very, very athletic. Any kind of ball he could play, and he wanted to be out there, so he did. We brought him, let him and Charity go to school while they were over there. Faith, I can't remember about Faith. I don't know if she was old enough to be in school yet or not. I can't remember. Paul was born over there. She's 5 years older than Paul. So she might have been in kindergarten. I just don't remember now because it's been several years ago. But anyway, they went to school there. Belinda got a little job there at the school in the office, and then we moved over up north to pretty much for about a year or so up in North Mississippi, and then moved back down here for a few years. And where we lived, it wasn't real conducive to send our kids to school there. They wouldn't learn a whole lot at the school that they would have had to go to. So we homeschooled them. And then Belinda got a job working up in a different district with the school, because again, our kids wanted to go to school and they wanted to play sports and do all that kind of stuff. And we said, all right. And so they went to school there, and then we did homeschool our youngest two for a while. I think Faith may have graduated homeschool. I can't remember. Paul went to a little private Christian school right up here when we moved over here to Purvis about 13 years ago. Anyway, how'd I get off on all that? Oh, homeschooling. But I made my kids cry more than, I mean, I was the principal and I was also the math teacher. And I just could not understand. I'd like, I showed you how to do it. How come you don't understand it? And it would just frustrate me because it was so simple in my mind. You know, in my mind, I was thinking, how do you not get fractions? I mean, it's easy peasy. And they're like, Daddy. They always talk about how bad I was to them, trying to teach them. Anyway, most wonderful Chuck. Yeah, I wish some of these other folks would catch on to that thunderstick. Smash that ring button. I got way off on that homeschooling thing. Joanna Bell. Okay, duh. Well, I didn't know that. TJC Farm in NLA. You got your a YouTube channel, Joanna? Well, I'll just be. All right, we got to put it up, somebody. And somebody may have already have. I don't know if she's got. That's Miss. Y'all may have seen Miss Mary Bell. She comes on here every once in a while. This is her oldest daughter, right? Oldest. Hey, look, it's been a while, Joanna. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm getting old. I'm getting old and senile and grumpy and all that kind of stuff. If somebody can put her uh, her her thing up there. There you go, Eagleville, Tennessee. Eagleville, Tennessee. That's awesome. That's an awesome place. Um, Actually, I it was a little know nothing place, but Blenda's got a friend of hers that still lives there. She graduated high school from. It was actually in our wedding. They all came down. 4 of them came down to our wedding, and was some of them was actually in our wedding, and they. I'm sorry, I'm knocking on the chair again. I was with my foot, but they came down. But one of them has a shop there, and I can't remember her and her husband. And one of them passed away down. They was living in South Alabama. We went down to that funeral. That was kind of sad. I hated to see Blenda's friends, pass away like that. They're young girl. She got cancer and died. And then there's another one that got cancer. Two out of the 4 of those girls. And actually there was 5, but one of them was kind of on the outside. She was kind of annoying, but they put up with her. And Blenda was nice to everybody. She that's just her nature. Hey there, Carmen, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Hey, look, I don't know if y'all get any rain. I was saying I got some relief from this heat. We have finally, I think we have broken the back of the 100-degree days. I think we finally over all that. We're going to get into some 90s and maybe even some upper 90s in the couple weeks to come. But it's on its way out, y'all. It's on its way out. It's gone. It's leaving. We got some rain. I got nearly about an inch of rain between yesterday morning and yesterday evening. Not quite an inch, but it was right at an inch. Y'all, I went outside and I could hear my grass going, It was just like, oh man, oh my goodness. It was so relieved. I was so relieved. It's like, anyway. She did great last year, so I really hope she keeps applying herself. Her high school has a bad rep, but she's a good kid. Well, that's good. And I'm sure she'll do well. She's got Rochelle as a mother, so I'm sure you'll straighten out any issues that she has. 50 and a 47-year-old youngins, they're your babies. Been a little while, hadn't it, Linda? Been a little while since you're graduated. Hey there, Michael. Good to see you. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Always good to see you. Remember when I was listening to some Alan Jackson before I got on here, y'all. Grace and Fire. Hey, Glenda, good to see you. Good to see you. Legos are the best way to teach fractions. Well, I didn't know that then. I didn't know how to teach anything. I just knew how to do it. And I was like, just do it like this. I can't believe you can't understand. You just got to multiply here, divide here, and then you got to switch it over here, and X equals this and that and that. But I loved it. Your dad was terrifying. And I'll tell you something else that I was terrible at. I was terrible at teaching them how to drive. My 2 older kids, I had a standard back then. I can't even remember the name of the little vehicle it had, little Jeep looking thing, but it was a standard. And that's when we was up in kind of north central Mississippi. I had a gravel road by my house that I could take them down. I said, well, I can teach them on that. And, and they drove a standard up and down that road. I had to change the clutch in that vehicle. It's a good thing I worked at a place where we refurbish these gas compressors that they put out in the oil field. And so we had access to equipment. So, and I had a buddy of mine that worked there that knew a little bit about changing out the clutches on vehicles. So we got in there and had 2 forklifts, and we put a forklift under the front and a forklift under the back and lifted it up so we could get up under that vehicle. And it worked. Nobody died. And my car got fixed. Now we know who's vying for teacher's pet. You were the match. It is by marbles and marshmallows. That is how I taught my children how to count and subtract. The principle from hello. The principle from hello. I don't know what that means. Of course, I don't know what most things mean. I see comments. I'm like, I have no clue what you're talking about. Have no clue. Just a little bit, Joanna. Just a little bit. I'm way behind, ain't I? I'm way behind. There it is. There it is. All right. Give me just a second. Let me get over here on the YouTube side, because I did not know you had a channel. I sure did not. So let me get over here and remember when old Jesse's on top of it. I'm down way at the bottom now. Let me get over here, get up. I missed it. It's down here somewhere. There it is, right there. Open link in a new tab. And let me get over here. See what you got going on there. You got one video. Are you going to hold on just a second? And now you got another subscriber. All right. Look at us go. Look at us go. Where am I at? Let me get back over here. I got you, Joanna. If you putting out videos, I got you notified on my YouTube. And I'm not that much older. Don't be throwing the old card around here. That's right, Belinda. She is super nice now. I don't know how she stuck with me. 72 degrees weather. Send it on. I'm ready for some 72 weather. Remember when growing in grace. Good morning. Pray everyone has a blessed day. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Growing in grace. Candace. Okay. I don't know if I have you either. I don't think I've seen. Let me get over here to YouTube. To the YouTube side. Y'all, I'm just kind of fumbling my way through today. Y'all probably have noticed that. And nope, that's the wrong one. Let's see. Candace. Oh, hold on. This thing jumped on me. Growing in grace. Now, I'm going to open this up. I don't know what the dogs are barking at out there. Hope it's not a snake. Pastor's wife walking the road of group. You got 510, now 511 subscribers. And I got you notified. You got quite a few videos, it looks like. I'm not going to go through here and look at it all right now. But actually, I am kind of looking through some of it right now. But anyway, I got you notified on there, and that way I can go back when I get done and have some time. Hey, I tell you what, I did. I made them cry. I made them more nervous. And I'm a horrible teacher, apparently, because I'm like, you. How many times do you have to tell somebody how to do something before they get it? You know, I'm like, I ought to be able to tell you or show you one time and you're able to get it. but they don't just get it. They don't get it. They don't get it. Good morning, Dan. Good to see you, my friend. I'm ready for a little cool weather to get here so I can see you tromping through the snow with your boys out there in the outdoors. Good old outdoors. Good morning, Gwen. Always good to see you. Always good to see Gwen. She's over there kind of close to Jesse, aren't you? Girl in Candace, that's right. Let's see, 76 here and cloudy. 81 there. Actually, yeah, it does feel kind of cool. It was kind of muggy, though, a little bit this morning when we went for our walk. We didn't get to do too many walks or too long a walk this morning because Glenda had to go pick up the babies and take them to school because she had to pick up Riley Lane because Westman has to go to Jackson. I thought that was yesterday when he had to go to Jackson. He has to go to Jackson. He may have just had to go to Hattiesburg today. He has therapy. And y'all, my little West man, those of you that know who I'm talking about, he took 3 steps. 3 steps the other day, last Wednesday. They would come to church, and we always eat before we have service. And she had taken him back into the back and into the back nursery, and she said he took 3 steps. 3 steps, y'all. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud. I want you to know how proud I am of my little man. And he's gaining weight. He's starting to gain some weight. Y'all, it's good. And my little Riley Lane, she's sassy like her mama. Hey, James, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Sure do. Sure do. Y'all, I'm trying to get down to the bottom. I really am. Hey there, my wild home. Hey, bud. Good deal. Good deal. I'm signed up. I cheered up. I just signed up for the Sun Retreat this year. Woohoo. Girl, you know how to live wild, don't you? I tell you what, we're going to have to put a rebel shirt on you or something, outlaw, living the outlaw life up there in Canada. Too early to talk snow. Yeah, I guess so. I don't like snow. I'm living in South Mississippi, and for us to get snow it's an anomaly. It doesn't happen very often, but when we do, everybody around here is like, "Yay, it's snowing!" And I'm like, I hate it. I hate it with everything in me. I hate the thought of a beautiful white picturesque landscape with a deer and a fawn walking across the pasture with right in the sunset and the beauty outlined, and I hate it. I hate snow. I don't like snow. Everybody complained about these 100-degree days, and I've done my fair share. I want you to know. I don't like that. We've had we had a record heat day here in our area. And I know some of y'all are thinking, well, when I tell you what the record was, you're going to say, well, that ain't no big deal. It was 100. How much was 108? He ain't in here. I think it was 108, 107 or 108. I can't remember now. I think it was 108. 108 degrees. That's just stupid. You hear me? That's not even right. That's every ounce of that is wrong. And it was hot now. You could go, look, you go outside, and I can take heat fairly well. I mean, it's not that bad, but it wasn't. It was burning. I mean, you walk outside, and it was like everything, all the plants and stuff, if it was out in the heat, it was getting burned. It wasn't just suffering from the heat, it was suffering from being burnt. It was horrible, y'all. Suprio! Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Sure do. Sure do. 83 with 66% humidity. Yeah, that humidity will get you on it. It will get you. It sure will. Hey there, Wendy. You're late. That's all right. That's all right. Everybody else just early, huh? About one of those, man. Hey, I want you to know that sandwich. I don't know what it was. He made me one a week or two before that, because he had wanted, when I told him about this sandwich challenge, and I didn't even know it was a sandwich challenge until later on. MT, Mike and Terry, or so, it has something to do with them. I don't really know. I just know that Doug and Carolyn, Daniel over there at Holman Homestead, they tagged me to do it, and I did. But I was way late. But Paul was wanting to do the sandwich, and he made this sandwich, y'all. It's about like the one I showed you, but except for he also put bacon on that first one. He was going to put bacon on this one, but this one, we didn't have no bacon in the house. But it didn't matter. What made the sandwich so good, he toasted that bread in butter and garlic, or garlic. I think it was just bread and butter and garlic. And it got like a crisp, like a little crispy on it. And he done the outside of both slices of bread. Left in, he toasted the inside as well, but they didn't get the garlic and butter on it. But the outsides were garlic and butter, and it had a crunch, just a slight crunch to it. And then he made this sauce, his special sauce. It could go in the dining rooms of any 5-star restaurant that is ever. It was so good, y'all. I'm telling you, I got a little bit up here on my forehead, and my tongue nearly about slapped me to death trying to get to it. It was that good. It was that good. And then he had the avocado paste that he made. And a lot of people don't like the avocado, but I did. It just made the sandwich. It made the sandwich. He toasted, or he grilled, fried, whatever you call it, the tomato. Got it a little translucent. It just got, softened it up a little bit. Added that to it. Put a piece of ham and then some cheese. What kind of cheese? Some kind of pepper jack cheese, I think. And then put a slice of turkey on top of that. Slid them all in there together. Fried an egg. Put that on top. Cut it. Oh my goodness, y'all. I let Paul pretty much do the whole thing, but I ate half of that sandwich. And y'all, I'm telling you, that was one of the best sandwiches. No, it wasn't one of the best sandwiches I've ever eaten. It was the best sandwich I've ever eaten. I've eaten a lot of sandwiches. Now, I'm not talking po' boys. I'm not talking po' boy. I'm just talking about sandwich, a sandwich. I've eaten all different kinds of sandwiches, po' boys, muffulettos. I don't know what all different kinds, but a bunch of different kinds of sandwiches. This one ranks in the top of any of them. It don't really matter. But I did have a po' boy over there in South Louisiana, and Joanna would probably know what I'm talking about. A little store there back when I was growing up, it was the best because there wasn't really a whole lot out there in that area. But this little store started making po' boys, and they made their own bread. And y'all, listen to me. This bread was unreal good. And I don't throw that word out there just lightly. I've had a lot of po' boys down through the years. And then they sliced their own meat there. And I always got the po' boy. And they slathered it with all kind of stuff. And y'all, I'm telling you, there was not a po' boy that I've ever had. And I've eaten a lot of po' boys across the South anyway. From Tennessee, maybe from Michigan. We may have got one up there when we went to Michigan. All the way across to Texas, to Florida, just this quadrant down here. I've eaten po' boys. Stories po' boy. Story. The name of the store was Stories. Storys. And they made these po' boys, and it was the best po' boy. Now, when we went back years later and everything had grown up, they were still making them, but to me, they wasn't quite as good. I was so excited because I was going to tell Blunt, I said, you've got to try these po' boys. And they were still good, mind you, but they wasn't as good as when they was a little bit smaller. They kind of got, where they had to do it on a bigger production because they got so popular. All right, I've rambled. Let me get up here and check and see if everybody's left after my rambling. Amazing food. That's it. That's all that matters. You bunch of rebels. I don't like snuff. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Was that Monty Python? I don't like it. No. I know what it is. It's the Ray Stevens song. The Pirates of Penzance or whatever. Anyway. Hey, it was some kind of hot. And hey, look, you Mississippians, I seen Gwen somewhere. I went right on past it, saying it was 108 there Saturday. Y'all understand. I mean, y'all understand that the heat, along with the humidity, it's just unreasonable. It's not right. It's not right. Highest temperature. I don't know where that was. Oh, Hernando. I don't know where Hernando is. I don't know where Hernando is. But here in this area where I'm at least that's what the weatherman said. It dated back to 1859 or 1800, whenever they started recording temperature for the different areas. He said in our area, I guess he may have been talking about the Hattiesburg area. And he said that it was the highest on record. I'm going to have to look up and see where Hernando is. You think I'd know, saying I live here, but I don't. I don't know every town in. Oh, yeah, it had the egg, avocado. I mean, it was awesome, y'all. Hey, Brenda, you snuck in on me. I see you now. And Jason snuck in on me there. Everybody in chat. Hey, you just welcome. No charge. We don't charge. Sure don't. Remember when? Y'all, when I get a song in my head, it just don't leave. Yeah, they in categories all by themselves, aren't they? They're just different. I don't know how to make bread. I've been saying I'm going to learn how to make bread for the last 2 years, but I have not. Was the name of the place Stories? Because I'm telling y'all, it was an awesome place. Awesome. And I'm not talking awesome like some people talk awesome. Some people talk awesome and you go and you try it and you're like, I don't know. I was about to tell y'all one, but the person that it involves may listen to this, so I don't want to embarrass them. But we was told something was awesome one time, And me and Belinda, we couldn't wait to try it, go out and try it. And we went and tried it, and it was like, oh my goodness, this is not awesome. This is not the definition of awesome. Jalapeno cheese bread. Now you just showing off. You just showing off now, Gwen. Remember when we used to have a po' boy shop around here. Hey there, Leanne. Good to see you. Appreciate you stopping in. What's your deal Friday? You got something going on Friday? Let us all know about it. Crispy bread was perfect best for a large sandwich to feed the hungry strikers when a striker came by to get a sandwich. Oh, it's continued on. They would call out, "Here comes another poor boy," as the striker approached. That's how this New Orleans classic became known as the Poor Boy and was abridged to Po' Boy. Y'all, this station here is filled with the most knowledgeable people. They know how to get on Google. But it's awesome, isn't it? It's awesome that you can learn such amazing facts right here on Life with Belinda and Chuck. They were made with love. They were made with love. Some I slept in doing big exhausted from canning like a fool. Don't can like a fool. Can like a normal person. You got a lot canned, I hope, I'm sure. Just watching on the TV. I understand, Glenn. I do that. I do that too. And sometimes I even remember to go back and comment on people's videos, but sometimes I don't. And sometimes I'm just too lazy. Hey, D, good to see you. Come in to see you. Came in after the ramblings. Oh, no. Oh, no. We hadn't even started to ramble. Hadn't even started to ramble, Leanne. I don't ramble. What do you call it? Who are you calling a rambler? A rambler. A rambler. I'm a rambling man. Rambling man. Who was the rambler? Kenny Rogers was the gambler. Who was the rambler? I can't remember now. The pirate song. That's right. The Pirates of Penzance. Pirates of Penzance or something. It's that hot up there. It got hotter up there than it has down here. That seems weird. I was thinking it was up north, but I didn't know. I didn't know. That's probably why I didn't know who it was or where it was. Da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. You know, a Mennonite that has an awesome video on how to make sandwich bread recipe. Try and oh, I know. I've seen that video. I've seen it, and when I looked at it, I told myself I was going to make it, but I never did. But I agree with you. That was probably one of the best looking sandwich loaf made breads that I've seen on YouTube. Most of them I don't really care for because it looks like maybe the crust is too thick, or it don't look like it just don't look like it'd be that good to me. But that actually looked like pretty good sandwich bread, and I figured it was since Leanne made it. Maybe one of these days I will try and make a bread, but I wouldn't hold my breath on it. Almond Brothers. There you go. There you go. I knew somebody would know. McDonald. Okay, this thing got out of hand here. This thing, my chat jumped somehow or the other. It just does that because I'm dumb. There we go. Hey, Jen, you're amazed already. Awesome. I have done my job. How to Make Bread by Leanne, the Mennonite Farmhouse. There you go. Ask and you can receive. That's right. You can like a normal person, not like a fool. You know what they say about fools? I remember when Da, 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 da. I get a song in my head, y'all. I get a song in my head and I just can't get it out. Uh, was it Rambling Man? Allman Brothers? Was that called? Was that what they called the Rambling Man? I'm a rambling man. Anyway, I can't remember. I ramble. Yeah, yeah. That's where I seen it. Dee was showing it a while ago. Uh, got to try. It was a good. One of these days, maybe I will. Maybe I will try it one of these days. Everybody seems like they know how to. Ricky Nelson. Ricky Nelson, you got it. I'm a rambling man all over this world. I don't know. I can't remember how it goes. I was talking about Ricky Nelson last night to my wife, and she was saying, "Who's Ricky Nelson?" I said, "Do you remember the TV show Ozzie and Harriet?" And she said, "No." I said, "There's a TV show Ozzie and Harriet, and Ricky Nelson was on that, and then he went from that, and he went to singing, and I had that album, I think, Traveling Man. I can't remember the name of it because it's been quite a few years ago." And I said, "I always liked Ricky Nelson. He had a good voice, I thought." And he was actually fairly popular. I missed your whole ramble. Hey, I'm sorry. Years you made for the first couple of brick bread. I'm a rambling man all over this world. Starting Friday. That's what I was thinking about. September starts on my channel. 29 wonderful channels have joined me to share good sour recipes, soup recipes. A lucky person will win a $100 gift card, and two people will win $50 gift card. There you go. And not only will you win these gift cards, but you'll get to see some fantastic soup recipes. I'm pretty sure. Uh, Ricky Nelson, you're old now, Chuck. Hey, easy now. All over this world, I'm a traveling man. Traveling man. I'm a traveling, not rambling man. I'm a traveling man. Mm-hmm. Da, 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 da. There you go. Jesse's on top of it. He probably played drums to that song a time or two. Rio Bravo. That's right. I forgot that he was in Rio Bravo. Who else was in Rio Bravo? Was that John Wayne? It's been. I'm telling you, it's been a long time ago since I've seen any of this kind of stuff. He was on. He was on the Nancy Drew Hardy Boys. Y'all, this is awesome. Oh, my battery's running low. If I lose you, it's because my battery
All right, folks. I don't know what happened to him. Oh, there he is.
I appreciate you filling in.
I was gonna fill in for you, but you got it now.
Hey, my cord came unplugged.
Oh, that's okay.
And
We'll forgive you this time because you was a traveling man, but that's okay.
I was traveling. Hey, look, it's doing it again. I don't know what's going on with my thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and
shut her down.
I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down. That's hey, I appreciate you.
But don't forget to go to Miss Ann. Miss Ann goes live in 15 minutes.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you bringing that to our attention. Thank you so much. I'm going to see if I can get this thing charged up a little bit.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Back to your chat. Bye.
All right. We'll talk to y'all later. Hey, look, thank y'all for coming in. Appreciate it very, very much. Thank Jesse for jumping in here for me and taking over like a fantastic moderator and admin or whatever they call them would do. I see Miss Virginia hopped in here and Phil hopped in here about the time I hopped out. But I do appreciate y'all stopping in. Hopefully my computer will get charged up. 10 o'clock, go over there and check out Miss Ann Dale. God bless, and we'll talk to y'all later.